there are many things that we can do as owners to help enhance our dog's veterinary visits. So, what we do know in veterinary medicine is that dogs that have had a positive experience at the vet will not be as fearful as dogs that have had negative experience at the veterinarian. So, friendly visits have proven to be very effective. This is to help minimize the stress for your dog. They come in and they're greeted by the staff. They get a cookie, they interact with other people in the office, and this helps to build or make a trust relationship between the dog and the staff. And this is important for future interactions if your dog becomes ill. They've already established that trust relationship with the veterinarian and the staff. And what I would do is I would recommend talking to your veterinarian's office and finding out when it was the best time for you to come in during the day where the staff could accommodate this, where they come in, your dog gets greeted, you get a cookie, no blood drawn, no temperature taking, just building that trust relationship with the staff. The other thing I think is important is that we should address travel anxiety and motion sickness ahead of time with our veterinarians. Sometimes that anxiety starts with getting in the car because they know they're not going to feel good on the ride over to the vet. So address those things, address your travel anxiety and motion sickness before the appointment with your veterinarian. Also, bring those high value treats, something the dog really loves but maybe doesn't normally get. That's the time to get them out when we're going to the veterinarian. You might want to also consider getting those early appointments, maybe first thing in the morning, because I think it may lessen the likelihood that your veterinarian is running behind. And this may help to minimize your wait time, or maybe that first appointment after lunch. Again, it was all just to minimize your dog waiting in the waiting room. And the other thing I think that might be very helpful is to teach our dogs to do a voluntary chin rest. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about the voluntary chin rest when I talk about training. But I think that this would be wonderful if we could teach our dogs how to do this, because this kind of, or offering this kind of behavior, offering the voluntary chin rest, can become a normal part of your dog's handling. And when they have their examinations and their eye examinations, they're not stressed because this is a normal type of handling for your dog. Also, for owners, we're going to check our emotions at the door. Our dogs are emotional barometers, and they may feel if you're tense, they may pick up on that. So we want to just take a deep breath and change your mindset about bringing your dog to the veterinarian. And this is what that voluntary chin rest looks like. And again, I'm going to talk a little bit more about this later, but I think that this would also be very useful in helping our dogs minimize the stress of examination at the doctor.